Live at 5 with your friend Kay Youngblood Freeman. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Do you know where you are? Tonight's brew is the Galaxy Pale Ale, brought to you by our friends at the Urban Farmhouse Brewery in Oklahoma City. Visit them online at nothingsleftbrew.co. It's now the month of October, and for the next 31 days, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite spooky, creepy, weird, wacky, favorite horror movies or dark comedies that I tend to enjoy usually about this time of year. I have a lot of old favorites that I like to visit, but also I've been enjoying delving into the genre and seeing what new is out there. Is there anything? And I'll tell you, there's a lot of bupkis. Yeah, there's plenty of bad to go around. And it was kind of predicted years ago that as movie making equipment was becoming more and more affordable, there would be almost a deluge, a wave, a large supply of things that the average consumer had to kind of wade and sift through in order to find a good gem. And I almost passed this new one up. So for today, October 1st, 2018, I'm going to recommend to you all The Voices, starring Ryan Reynolds. It's right. I really was hesitant to try this film simply because of the lead actor who was listed on this film. But then I remembered Jim Carrey totally took me by surprise in The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So I checked my brain at the door and was delightfully surprised. Now, as much as one could be delightfully surprised at such a dark horror comedy, all about mental wellness and mostly unwellness. So in this movie, the role played by Mr. Reynolds struggles with some schizophrenic spectrum disorder. The world in which he is living is incredibly different from the reality that everybody else is experiencing. To Mr. Reynolds, it is somewhat euphoric, except for the fact that his animals talk to him. So his hallucinations, specifically the cat, lead him down a little bit more devious path. Now, typically, with some type of schizophrenic spectrum disorder, there is some large part of stress associated. And with several mental health disorders, there's trauma that happens in this person's life that sort of lead them to escapism. And anyway, we'll save all of the theory for the comment section and perhaps even another day, because there are so many fantastic horror and dark comedy films that are centered around one's mental wellness and the way that they perceive the world and the way that they react to their perceptions, however far off they may be. But in a nutshell, that is the premise of this movie. It's all about delusions, talking animals, and reactions to the world as one perceives it, as well as struggling with medication, getting help, following help, and finding that balance in life, finding what it is one wants out of life, and dealing with the traumas that happen. Now, I will say it's excellently shot. The production quality on this one is fantastic. The writing and acting, wonderful. I hope that you all take a moment to enjoy this movie, available streaming on Netflix or wherever you get your movies. And also, this day is a celebration in the state of Oklahoma, because now you can just run out to the grocery store, the gas station, and you can pick up a tasty beverage with a higher concentration than 3.2% alcohol. Yes, that's right, wine and beer are now available in the grocery stores. Come down to your local Trader Joe's and pick up some great local brews or some delicious wine and unwind with this great movie. And how incredibly timely that I would make this recommendation on this day. I drove home from class. This semester, we are talking about conditions in mental health and therapeutic interventions. Tonight's topic, you guessed it, schizophrenic spectrum disorders. I hope that you all enjoy the movie, and feel free to tune in tomorrow for the next installment of Live at 5, where it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I hope you know where you are, and I hope you have a great night. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show. Have you already seen the movie? Or feel free to tune in after you've watched it. Leave me your comments, your reviews. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you didn't like it. And ultimately, let's talk about the schizophrenic spectrum disorders. How did you perceive it? Medication management? Delusions? Let's go there.